Hey guys, lately I've been trying something new, which is breath work, primarily being able to hold my breath longer. And I got on this because I saw something online on Facebook of this guy who is free diving. And if you don't know what free diving is, it's when they can hold their breath for a very long time and they dive to this depth without the use of any scuba equipment, and then they come up. And I was wondering, like, how do they do this? Like, how are they able to hold their breath so long? Because to be honest, I barely in my life ever tried to hold my breath for as long as I could. It makes me feel uncomfortable, right? I've tried a few times in the pool, but you know, it's not something that I necessarily ever have done. And so I was interested in it, and I did a little research on how they actually do it. So there's certain techniques that they do, and I'll show you in another video, because I've been working on these techniques, and I'll show you how to hold your breath in for over 2 minutes, because that's kind of a milestone when you start doing this type of holding breath. But in this video, I want to share the potential health benefits it has, which I think it has a lot of, just by practicing it, what I've experienced myself has, I believe, some really good health benefits. And the major one is, the obvious one, is it improves our lung capacity. And I believe it has a benefit to our body's ability to process CO2 and deliver oxygen. So if we practice this type of breath work throughout the day, I believe our body is going to be at a lot more efficient oxygen intake level. And this could have benefits, especially when we're going to the gym, or if we were doing cardiovascular work. I believe if you do breath work alongside cardiovascular, alongside training, your training is going to improve. And this channel, I'm primarily dealing with things that improve life extension, quality of life, and living longer, aging better. That's what I'm geared towards and doing research myself in right now. And I think that this could be one of those things that's so simple yet very powerful. And breath is life, right? Without breathing, we're dead in a matter of minutes. Well, we're unconscious, then we die after that in a matter of minutes. So increasing our lung capacity, increasing our ability to take in oxygen and release or like at least process carbon dioxide, I believe is a huge benefit if we can do that better, and improving our health and improving longevity. Now, the other thing is that I've found is it reduces stress and anxiety, and I believe I know why. I have like kind of a hypothesis, and from my research I've done is kind of verified this, which is when you're holding your breath for the first few times, you notice that you get kind of panicky at the start. And you notice your body starts like kind of like reflexively making yourself want to take a breath. And what that is like our sympathetic nervous system kicking in. And if we have to be able to like override that when we hold our breath for longer, and we do so through relaxation. So and I'll explain this in the video on actually how to do it, but just to briefly explain, you relax your body in a way where we're able to do it longer. You know, these reflexes, this sympathetic nervous system won't take over, right? And that's kind of a mind over matter, mind over body technique. And in a way, our minds can take over these reflexes that have to do with stress. Like the sympathetic nervous system is kind of a fight or flight response. It's because our body is being like, wait, I'm not getting oxygen here. It needs to do something. Come on, like panicky. And then our heart beats faster, and then our body's not like processing oxygen to the same extent. We're wasting energy. So by learning how to hold our breath longer, we can kind of hack in a way our nervous system, which is very interesting. Now, there's a number of other ones that I've come across. I'm going to explore more, but I'll just share them with you briefly, which is inducing anti-inflammatory effects in the body, and as well promoting brain tissue regeneration. Now, there's apparently evidence that backs this up. Okay, so if you're interested in that, look online. But I think that things like that, as well as promoting like red blood cells and other things, there could be lots of great benefits here. And last thing I'll mention here is like in a lot of like Eastern religions, breath work is very important in spirituality and as well. And it is very calming. Like after I'm done holding my breath for 2 minutes at a time, I take a breath and I just sit there and just feel my body, and it's almost like you're high in a way. You're feeling your body, and it's like, whoa, a very nice feeling, actually. Very stress reducing. No stress at all, just very peaceful feeling, which I think is wonderful. Now, also there's some things you can do, such as holding your breath and then like breathing for a minute. Hold your breath for a minute, breathe for a minute. And in doing that, that's kind of like practicing, that's kind of working the muscle in a way of being able to hold your breath longer. And again, I'll get into some actual techniques in the next video. This video, I just wanted to explain the benefits. And I'm sure there's a lot more. So if you guys can think of anything more, leave in the comment section below. But the main one is, for me, is our ability to process oxygen, increase our lung capacity, and reduce stress, and potentially live longer. If it's something like we work into our routine, every morning we do this, I think throughout the day you will be in a lot better state of being, and being in a less state of anxiety every day means that we're not under the same stress, and stress is a killer, right? And heart disease and other things in life. So, thank you for watching. If you have any more comments, please leave in the comment section below. Thank you.